This way. So how's my training been going? Well, this is here in Kananaskis. We're in the hills a lot. I did have to miss a couple runs because we did more trail clearing, but again, that's, I guess, CrossFit training. And here's my schedule right here, hanging out in the trees. This part here is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what I actually did. The hill repeats aren't showing here because I don't record them on my watch. But we did about 33, 34 kilometers of running, all on the hills, all on the trails. This is my long run. We'll show you at the end of the video, Prairie Mountain, and that was a challenge, a very good one. I've run it many, many times, and my heart rate for the first hour, as you can see, was right in zone 5, right at the top, what's called rate of perceived effort. I was way up in 8 or 9. Took a 2 or 3 minute break at the top of the mountain, and then really focused on running correctly and breathing correctly. And went into fat burning. So it's just over 2.5 hours. Definitely glycogen storage would have been down a little bit. And we're going to talk about nutrition on the CDR, so that applies. And then you can see my heart rate actually settle right in. And I finished the run, and it's one of those things. Training for an ultra is when you finish a long run of the day, you have to ask yourself, can I do this again? And the answer should be absolutely yes. So this is what is in store for next week. 63 days are left and 9 weeks before the CDR, and we have to maintain 11:28 minimum minutes per kilometer. And you can see here I was down at the 10 minutes, 6.5, and 8.4. So I'm going to be sitting around 9.5 to 10 probably for my whole run when you average it out. So that's my training, and I've got to practice a little bit more on the tricep work, and again, good fat burning on the long run. So that's my training, and I hope yours is going well as for you, and we'll see you on the trails. Nutrition on the Canadian Death Race. Again, we've talked about the 4 ways of energy we're going to have it, and glucose, glycogen, protein, and fats. And my long run, I had glucose in my backpack, in my hydro pack. I'm an old guy. I still like the hydro pack on my back. And what's in there?
Trail runner dude, what do you use for nutrition on the trail? Oh, that's easy. I use Tailwind Nutrition. Each scoop is 100 calories. Add it to your hydro pack, and you're good to go.
So now you know what's in my hydration pack. So I'm using Tailwind. I did in 2017. I'm going to do it again. So it's my main source for glucose. And I need to use my training that I'm doing right now to know how much I can consume on a 2-liter hydro pack and how long it's going to take me. And it usually takes me the 2 hours. So that means the scoops that I put in are 100 calories per scoop, and so I will usually put in 6 scoops. So now I'm going to have 300 calories per hour of Tailwind, and I'm going to be using that right from the start. But some of those runs are 4 hours in length, like leg 2. Well, leg 2 cost me in 2017, so I was supposed to take extra with me. I totally forgot. So what I use is I use these little bottles, and they both contain enough for 300 calories. And I will find a stream such as I found here, and I will refill my hydro pack, and I'll put this in. I'm good for another 2 hours. So that would have worked good on leg 2, but I did come in dragging my butt a little bit on leg 2, and I ate at my turnaround. And then as I went out, it took a good hour on leg 3 before the nutrients and everything kicked in and I felt human again. But by the time I came to the 3-4, I was ready for Hamel. So whatever nutrition you're going to use, think about the simple sugars. What's the glucose that you're going to have? Whether it's all going to rely on the first aid stations and the turnarounds, or are you going to supply it? But you got to make a plan. And it's mathematics. Calories in, right? And what source are those calories? How much is it going to cost me to actually generate energy out of them? I used to use, and maybe you do, I used to use NutriBars, because they had to wrote right on the side. It was 230 calories. Perfect. I'll take an hour to do it, cut in 4 pieces, and I'll do it every 15 minutes. And I can't tell you how many times I've aspirated a portion of that bar, end up coughing up a lung. But it wasn't that the nutrients I was eating wasn't readily available to me. I had to digest it for a while, so my heart rate had to go up for the digestion, and then I finally got it. So honestly, Tailwind is in the water. As soon as I absorb, drink some of it, I'm getting it. Body, all organs can take it. So take a look and look that up. But build a plan on how many calories you're going to take in and how you're going to get it to you on the race. So that's it for that part of the portion. I'll tell you what I did on my turnarounds next week. Morning here in Kananaskis country. You caught me doing my long run Saturday. That's not the mountain we're going over. The mountain we're going over up there. Anyway, it's Prairie Mountain, about 700 meters of elevation, and we're going to go up the front and then down the west side, and then we're going to take some of the lower trails known as Prairie Link, and Powder Face, and complete it. I think she's about 14 kilometers. I'm not sure why trails or she's. And we're going to get it under 3 hours. We're not pushing hard. It's a long run. We're not here to kill ourselves. But that's long run Saturday. So I'll show you some pictures from the top. It's just gorgeous up there. I think I'm only about 300 meters in. I call these the little mini practice hills. So I tell the hikers that are coming up here, because it's definitely going to get steep later. But true to form, look at that. Tempo pace heart rate. And if this was a CDR, I'd be in a world of hurt come later on. So let's keep on going. Get the heart rate down a little bit and push to the top. We're still under half, but as you can see behind me, it's starting to go up. And the practice hills are behind me now. So I think we're gonna dig out the poles and push to the top though. Woohoo! Great day. Lots of hikers. Let's get going. We got to the top. There's a Canadian flag that seems to only last for about, about 2 weeks, and the wind seems to rip it off and shred it. But yeah, here we are at the top. And if I pan around, you can see what's called Nahahi Ridge behind me. And over here, that bunch of gravel there, right there, that is Moose Mountain, and that's the closest Rocky Mountain to Calgary. All right, so that's a little history for you. Calgary's way down over there, and behind me is the valley I'm going to go to. You kind of see a road. There's a road right out here. That's the Powder Face Road. And I'm going to go down in the valley down here and run along what's called Powder Face Trail when I get to it. So we're going to travel along the ridge here, then we're going to drop off. Safely, of course. But yeah, that was good. Somebody just came to the top with a time of 34 minutes. I was 52. My best time's been 42. Sorry for the wind. But 34 minutes, that's an impressive speed. But yeah, Prairie Mountain, here we are. Let's get after it. Well, I'm now going down the west side of Prairie Mountain. You can see Nahahi Ridge in the back there. We're not going up that today. And there's a swing around here. There is a little bit of snow left behind. So if you're ever out Calgary way, take in Prairie Mountain and see if you can get to the top in under an hour. That's a decent speed. So thanks for coming. As always, thanks for subscribing and taking the time just to listen to this old guy rant about his attempt to go twice in doing a solo of the CDR and doing only 60. But I might be away for the next couple of weeks. I got some travel kind of planned, and if I don't post in the next 2 weeks, it's not because I had a trail mishap. I'll be out of the country and won't be able to post anything. But like always, I hope your training is going well. I hope you've got a plan in place, and I love to see you there at the start line of the CDR. That's less than 10 weeks away.